Here's a 101-90. Iverson, bothered by Lou. Iverson.
Allen Iverson, the answer, with one of the most iconic, disrespectful plays of all time. It's amazing how just one play from one game in a series that you would eventually even go on to lose can still do so much for your legacy.
Bench, and that says a lot. Here comes McCready. Oh, he just sucked the gravity right out of the building. What a play by T-Mac.
How about the passion? Look at that.
He was looking for contact from Jermaine O'Neal, got a piece of it. Wade. Oh, a facial! Yes, and a foul. Wade going right.
Jermaine O'Neal and gets it sent back, and Dwayne.
Down goes Sideshow Bob.
Welcome to your Kodak moment, Anderson Varejao.
But he's back on the floor and about to come back into the game, Marv.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Harden with the drive. Stuffs a facial by James Harden going right at Draymond Green, and a lot of chatter out there following that shot.
Oh!
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's nothing like a body-to-body dunk that puts a man on the ground.
Celtics as a team shooting 67%. They're 20 of 30 here tonight. Jason Terry, good defense. Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers.
There's nothing like a body-to-body dunk that puts a man on the ground.
Oh, James! Whoa! And a technical foul called on Miami for the taunt.
Just watch as they lay it up there. Watch this.
Woo. 5-second count, but got the ball inbound, so 11.2 to go in this fourth quarter. San Antonio now clinging to a 2-point lead. They've led by as many as 11. Yao Ming on the inbounds, trying to make things difficult for Brent Barry. Gets it in. Kevin Brown lost it. Here comes McGrady. No timeouts remaining. McGrady for the win.
Ah! Yeah, that was me as a kid, late night, running around the house, jumping on the couch, losing my mind as T-Mac just dropped 13 points in 33 seconds. This game became the definitive marker for me, watching basketball from that point on, to never just shut off or turn away from a game in these late game extended foul situations. Because, as he showed us, you really never know what can happen. And yeah, we never got out of the first round. Didn't win a chip, obviously, with T-Mac, but this moment, a random regular season game in December, was so epic and historic.
Scoring the last 13 for the Rockets. 13 points in 33 seconds.
And he never had a doubt that he was going to pull up from three and go for the win, and why not? Unbelievable. All those people who left, Marv, they're driving home in their cars right now wondering, what were we thinking?
Well, we were wrapping it up for San Antonio.
But we had to stay.
Got 23s on the evening for Houston. They're going for 21 in the game.
Gerald Green to inbound. Harden trying to get free. Down to 3, down to 2. It's a 3. Good! Good! He got it! James Harden, a flamethrower! Incredible shot!
Rockets the win. James Harden with 2 Warriors draped on him.
Just a ridiculous shot from James Harden. The beard, the step back king, ball Einstein. Remembering these moments of a now past era as a Houston Rockets fan and NBA fan, I'm filled with these memories of truly tremendous highs and also some heart-crushing L's. 2018, we were so close.
But he's fouled by Thompson, who picked up number 4.
I think this is a shot. This is the third call that he's missed. I think this is good. This is the third, yes. He was already into his shooting motion. He would normally shoot this, though.
But anyways, I digress.
Both teams with multiple timeouts. And neither team fouls to give, both in the penalty. Under 2 to play. Harden, step back, puts up the 3, got hit, shot's good, and one! James Harden double team, and a chance for a 4-point play.
He just looked at the crowd and said, wow. Like he is in awe of himself at this point. Don't reach, because he's going to preach. And then you're forced to close out.
Pat Bev, in a moment of realization and self-reflection, when you know you got so cleanly, so nasty, and there's simply nothing you could do about it but look on in utter disbelief. Like, what the hell just happened?
Mo Williams will throw in. Rashard Lewis playing off the ball. Lewis gets it to LeBron for 3 for the win. Yes! LeBron James at the buzzer as the Cavaliers have pulled it out to tie the series, and what a miraculous shot by James!
Three-point basket for the Cavaliers by league rules. It is now being reviewed by video replay to determine whether the basket occurred prior to the end of the quarter.
LeBron James off the inbound. That's his first three-pointer of the night. How about this as a follow-up to the clutch shot by Hito Turkoglu, and the Cleveland Cavaliers, after blowing a 23-point lead, are indeed.
This probably was the first game winner that I saw, that I called it before he even took the shot. I knew he was going to make it. He had to make it. No way he was going to go back to Orlando down 0-2. I think he thought it was going to be off anyway. But it didn't matter. They ended up losing the series in 6. But a few years later in Miami, LeBron got it done. And LeBron's mood after winning his first ring is our mood about starting this podcast.
It's about damn time. It's about damn time.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Double Dribble podcast with Destin and Drew. I'm Destin.
I'm Drew. And this is our first official episode of the Double Dribble podcast.
First official. Episode 1. Official. Episode 1. Thank you, everybody that tuned in to episode 0. So now we're going to get right into it. This episode, we're going to start with our reactions to the All-Star Weekend. Some of the highs and the lows of that weekend. Andrew, what's some of your favorite moments from this previous All-Star Weekend?
So I loved everything about this All-Star Weekend except for the dunk contest. But first thing I want to start with is the Rising Stars Challenge. So I actually thought the gimmick sounded ridiculous at first. Did you? Yeah. But then when I actually watched the game, so it came out like 2 of the games came out of the stretch, and Jay Sean Tate, baby PJ Tucker, came up huge with the game winner, and so I was hyped. Cade, and Sengun were like huge in that game down the stretch. And he had like, you see like that left, like he had that drive and that floating finish to win the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. That was sweet.
So that had me hype. And then my highlight was actually the skills challenge, because I would actually say this year was the best skills challenge that we've had. I thought
it was live.
Yeah.
I didn't really think it was.
No, you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. Like, I read the rules and I was a little confused, to be honest, of like going in, like what it was all going to be about. But now after watching it, I would like to see that format going forward.
Yeah, Cleveland got a show like this. So I thought the 3 teams thing sounded kind of random and dumb, but then it was actually really entertaining. They had the 3 rookies. They had basically Giannis's whole family, and then they had the Cavs, Allen, Mobley, and Garland.
Yeah, there's 3 best players, really much.
Yeah, the thing that made it hilarious to me was the Antetokounmpos were hilariously bad, except they did win the passing challenge because they all, for some reason, were just all really good at making outlet passes. Like, you saw like those little automated machines. They were like, the only reason why they won that is because they made the most in that, like the furthest one. That's the only reason why they were able to win that. But then in the actual where they had the actual skills challenge part, where they have to like dribble around and make the teardrop and then make the jump shot.
And that's kind of funny though, because a lot of people be like, Giannis doesn't have skill and like stuff like that.
Do you know what? So did you see did you see Giannis's part in that? Did you see what Giannis did? So he went up there. This man missed all the teardrops. Went to the corner 3, braked all the corner 3s, then ran in there, of course, and then made the dunk. Do you know what I was thinking? Do you know what I was thinking when I saw that?
The James Harden and Giannis situation.
But I wish I could just run and with 7 feet and run and just dunk. Like, that takes no skill at all. I got to actually learn how to play basketball and how to have skill, I'll take that any day.
As James Harden said,
it's easy to be 7 feet and run and just dunk.
I actually got to learn how to have skill. And then he went out there and he literally, all he was able to do was dunk the basketball.
Run and dunk.
Man,
that's pretty hilarious.
That had me laugh. I know Harden, if he watched it, he was like, see, some second. Oh yeah, and by the way, you remember this moment?
Let me see. You got that on a shirt?
What's that from?
Hey, that shot went crazy. That's the shot from the game that they should have won when they didn't call KD out of bounds. But then they still end up winning because Harden hit that crazy shot.
But nah,
I was like, what?
KD had both his big ass sneakers stepping out of bounds.
All the way out of bounds.
But no, and then what we had after that, we had the 3-point shootout with I gotta give it to you. You were right.
I called it, man.
You got me. He literally shot that shit like he was Drake. He literally went up there and
hey man, Drake been working with lethal shooter. So Drake probably can shoot him better than Fred VanVleet.
You remember Drake when he came out there, because you remember Drake used to bandwagon every single team. You remember when he went out there with Kentucky and he was in the shooting line?
Oh my god!
The man
airball. I'm like,
just
dude, he had the whole warm up on and everything.
And then what was killing me is on VanVleet's first shot from the corner. This man hit straight backboard. He hit straight backboard on the very first shot, like Westbrook shooting bank shots. How you hit backboard? How you hit backboard?
I'm coming to my point guard, man.
Man,
I mean, it's easy to hit backboard from the corner, man. You hit the backboard from the wing like Westbrook. But you know what? That's my point.
No. But he hit the front side of the backboard. He didn't hit like the The
Oh my
side.
God.
VanVleet hit like the front of the backboard from the side.
Nah, that's terrible.
You know when you start a 3-point shootout and you hit the backboard on the first shot,
Reps.
it's just a wrap. It's not gonna go good to you. But Cat first center to win 3-point shootout in NBA history.
Yeah. Because I know Kevin Love had won it in the past. I think Dirk won it. Did Dirk win it, right?
Yeah, but I mean those were I guess they were fours, but
yeah, label power forward. But yeah, he the first big man to win it since Kevin Love.
He's the first center to win it ever. He's the first center.
Yeah,
no centers. Yeah. Do you actually? He been pushing this narrative that he's the best 3-point shooting or best. No, he's not 3-point shooting. He's saying he's the best shooting big man.
Shooting big man.
Are you buying that?
Not gonna lie, the numbers are in his favor. He does have way more volume than other big men in the past, and he's a really good shooter. Now, I'm gonna say yeah, but I just think that other big men didn't have the volume and the opportunities to just shoot a lot of threes that he has shot. Now,
okay.
I mean, I say he's the best big man 3-point shooter. Now, if you want to say, like in the mid range area, it's other big men who pick and pop to the mid range. They shoot middies at the post. Dirk, he was money from there. KG, he was money from there. It's a lot of the big men that operate all three levels. I think Cat is the best big man 3-point shooter, but I wouldn't say just the best big man shooter of all time.
I pretty much agree that he's probably the best 3-point shooting center, but obviously he's the best 3-point shooting center, but probably the best 3-point shooting big man, especially at the volume he shoots it at. But best shooting big man, I call Super Cap on it. Nah, because Dirk to me still has that title. I don't think anybody's come along that's going to take that from him anytime soon. Because Dirk, I think he had the whole 50-40-90 thing. He had that. So he was elite from the 3-point line.
Dirk made 50-40-90?
Dirk made 50-40-90. I don't know what year. We can go. Matter of fact, let's find it out right now. What year did Dirk make 50-40-90? Because I'm pretty damn sure he did. But
I wouldn't doubt it. He's a beast. That's why I wouldn't say Cat's the best big shooting big man. I'd say the best 3-point shooting big man. But wow, 50-40-90.
2013. Dirk made it in 2013. But yeah,
little past his prime, but that's still like great.
Yeah, and one of the things that was like ridiculous with Dirk is that his mid range, it was damn near unguardable. Like,
he couldn't do nothing.
So, yeah, and so like Cat's a good mid range shooter, but he's not like lethal from there. Like it's not. And Dirk, he was elite from 3 as well. He just didn't take a lot. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I feel like if he was playing in this era, he would be putting up Cat type numbers from 3. Now that's all speculation, but we see this man shoot at high volume. So yeah, but I would say I'm still gonna probably go with Dirk, especially given like all he's done, like as far as playoff performances, shooting like throughout his career. He's done it at the highest level.
Like that run he went on in 2011, he barely missed like a free throw at one point. Like it was crazy. I'm watching the finals. He just going to the line, sinking them. And if you don't foul him, he's money. That was just money. Like you couldn't do nothing. He's 7 feet, one leg fading back. You just gotta hope it don't go in.
Right.
So calling him the best shooting big man, that's a bit of a stretch, but I say best 3-point shooting big man. But the best shooting, nah, he don't got that title. That's Dirk. And I did pick Cat to win, so
no, you got me.
I ain't gonna flex, but
to be fair, I did say I did kind of give a theory as to how he could win.
You did.
I was saying like, yeah, I still said that he definitely wasn't going to win, but like he did have, he's a big guy. He is the one big guy, and he does not use a lot of legs. So that is kind of built for, in theory, is built for a 3-point shootout, and he won it. But as far as All-Star game, man, we got to talk about this.
Hold on.
Oh shit!
We're not skipping over this dunk contest. That may have been. That was terrible. Like, oh my god! No, you know what? Yeah, it's still your moment, so I'm gonna let you have the floor. I don't know if you want to talk about the dunk contest, but I'm gonna talk about it because was terrible.
The only thing I can say is I guess I was right. I mean, I did say Obi Toppin was gonna win.
You did,
but but I was expecting it to be more of a showdown between him and I was hoping that it would be Jalen Green and Obi Toppin. I wanted Jalen Green to win, but I just couldn't pick him. I just felt like they were gonna give it to Obi Toppin. But god damn, Jalen Green! Oh no, this man came out there with an NFT. It was. I thought it was gonna be something cool at first because he put it on. And I was like, maybe he's gonna try and actually do some kind of crazy dunk with that on.
Exactly.
I was like, that could be like ridiculous, and it looks like it could even be dangerous.
He just took it off.
But he just put it on, took it off. I'm like,
okay.
and then he go ahead.
This dude tried this dunk 9 times.
Wait, was it really 9 times?
It was 9 times. It was so funny on Twitter. They were talking about his true shooting percentage in the dunk contest was like, what they said, 22%. I don't know, something crazy like that. But yeah, he tried it 9 times. They said he put that NFT on, and it stands for 9 freaking times. He tried to dunk, and then the last one he did, it wasn't the dunk he was trying to do. I think if he tried that dunk that he did in the end, he probably would have got a really good score. I think he would have probably got like a 45, 46, 47. It was off the side of the backboard, windmill. He kept trying to put it between his legs. He could not grab the ball. He kept trying to hype up the crowd. And Kareem had the ball. Kareem left. Like, this dude got up. I saw a video of him leaving after Jalen Green missing. I'm like,
but
I would have quit. I would have took the ball and went home. I missed out.
If I'm gonna give him any excuse, this is the one excuse I'm gonna give him. Now he still don't get the excuse entirely because he was doing it way too damn much. After the third time, he should have just been like, pack it up, because you can still salvage the round. You might still get a decent score, but when they see you do it that many times, you know that score is going down. They're gonna tank it. But Josh Christopher, he was not giving him a good pass, and this is why you don't get your boy just because he's your homeboy off the team.
Yeah,
do not get Josh Christopher.
They kind of grew up together too, so
yeah, you should get a point guard. There's a bunch of point guards in the crowd right now at the All-Star game. Just grab somebody, give him the ball. You can find like some retired point guard that can throw you a solid pass off the glass.
I'm sure. I swear, was LaMelo there? I don't know if LaMelo was there, but you gotta go.
How many times we see somebody just go in there and literally grab like either a vet or a retired player and just be like, all right, I need you to just like make this pass for me, or I need you to just stand here and do something, right? But nah, man, that was terrible. Obi Toppin, I don't agree with people saying that this was the worst dunk contest of all time. That to me is just going way too far. I do think it was trash. It was a bad dunk contest.
Yeah.
But we have seen some really bad dunk contests. I've seen worse winners than Obi Toppin. Do you remember back to me one of the worst ones? It wasn't even really like, it was a silly dunk contest. Do you remember? I think it was 2014 or 2015. I think it was 2014. They had 3 teams. Yeah, so you might even remember this. They had 3 teams, and it wasn't even they were trying to, like, it was a gimmick. They were trying to switch it up. It was Eastern Conference, Western Conference, and had 3 players from each conference, and they were on a team together. I think it was like John Wall, Oladipo, and PG. I think it was PG, John Wall, and Oladipo. But
I remember that dunk contest. I don't remember it being teams, but
yeah, there was a team one, and it was ridiculous, man. They they basically had it was like a freestyle thing where they had like 30 seconds, and they can just go out there. Each one of them could try together with however many type of dunks they want in a freestyle like team format. And they didn't even have like a true winner, like the team kind of won. And they gave like an award to the best dunk of the night. I know.
Are you serious?
Man. Oh my gosh, man.
It's a miss.
I'm gonna have to show you this because it was hilarious. But that to me was the worst dunk contest I recall seeing. Was that one? Because that was the problem with me and Obi Toppin. Like I think if his dunks were like finished strong, yes, if he flushed them, that would actually been a good performance because he didn't do his dunks weren't bad, but every single dunk that he made,
when he jumped over somebody, he put it behind his back. That one was tough. And Cole Anthony had one too. When I think
he couldn't make it though.
He lobbed it and catch it and tried to do a 360 and throw it down.
Yeah.
If that one went down,
that would have been nice.
That would have been tough. But he couldn't make it.
He
And
was
before
so
that, he trying to dunk in Tim's and yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said
I give it.
In that either.
I give it a 2 out of 10.
No, but yeah, no, it wasn't a good dunk contest by no means. But but now we got to get down to what ended up being for a lot of people. And now let me say this first because I was watching that first half of that All-Star game. First half was terrible to me. So now this is what I do have to say though, is that Curry came through and salvaged the All-Star game for me because that first half to me was just there wasn't a lot going on. People were missing layups, missing dunks, and then third quarter, Curry comes out because I was getting bored watching the first half of the All-Star game. Yeah, it was looking like a snooze fest, and it was following up a tragic dunk contest, and then Curry came through. And he made it a memorable All-Star game just with that half. It's actually one that I'm gonna think back and damn, I remember this. I'm gonna remember this All-Star game. And it's all because for me, when he started hitting, he's hitting a few from deep. But the one that got my attention is this, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Is it the pass from Bron when he hit it shot from half court?
Not that one. Although that one was great too. But no, so there was one where he caught it. I think he had just hit 3 in a row before that. He hit 2 or 3 in a row, but he caught it. And Trae Young was contesting. He just Trae Young. He kind of hesitated, faked him. Trae Young flew by, and he threw it. He threw it up from deep, turned around while the ball was still in flight before it even touched the net, and he looked at Trae Young in the face, and was just smiling, and not looking at the hoop.
That wasn't the one from Bron?
Was it the one from Bron?
I know. Check. Yeah, I think he had caught it, and then he took another dribble and then shot it. It was from almost half court.
Yeah, but when he shot it, he literally turned immediately. He turned immediately. The ball was probably still halfway there. Turned immediately. He started staring Trae Young dead in the face, and he was just smiling. Ball goes through the net behind him.
Everybody in the building looking at the ball, and he already knows going in. That's talent and that's nasty, skill right there.
When he hit that one, just looked at Trae. That's when I had to give it up to him. I'm like, Curry, this is a certified iconic All-Star moment for him.
Yeah,
right.
And I think that was his first MVP, right?
Yeah, it was his first MVP. 16 3-pointers, All-Star record. But he shot 27 of them, but still, that's still a great percentage. But that moment right there, I'll forever when I think of Curry, even when he's retired, I'm gonna remember that moment from the All-Star game. I'm gonna remember, of course, the championships and playoff runs and winning 73 and losing in the finals, but and the behind the back, you know what basketball, but like even if you're a Curry hater or critic, you gotta respect what he did during that All-Star game, because he put on a show that only he could put on like that. Like, we see dudes get hot in All-Star games, they hit threes from deep, they launch shots and they hit them like from crazy pull-ups and stuff like that. But he was hitting. It seemed like every single three he was hitting that game was like topping the other three, right? Like just getting crazy and crazier, more difficult.
Yeah, it just kept getting better.
So that was impressive. And then of course the ending,
Bron
capped it off.
Yeah.
Bron came through, hit I think what Embiid was closing out on him, like he was trying to give him like a double team at the end of the game.
Yeah, Levine was on him, and then Embiid tried to close out. He threw it up, and then on the broadcast, I think D Wade and some other people that was like, "Cleveland, this is for you," and then it dropped.
And that was a good cap to the 75 anniversary thing, because you got LeBron, Curry, both top 75 all-time greats, and they both kind of took over that. They took over the end of that game, and LeBron hit the game winner to cap it off. That was like a perfect cap to that whole All-Star weekend. Do you have any other moments that you want to talk about from the All-Star weekend, as far as I don't know? There's a lot of talk about Jordan and
yeah, you touched on a lot on the court, and I agree with. So I'm gonna focus on some other things that I seen All-Star weekend. Let me see. When was that? Definitely on Sunday. It was funny though, because this was the NBA's 75th anniversary, and then 25 years ago they honored the top 50 players of all time at that time, and now since it's the 75th anniversary, they're honoring the top 75 players of all time. And of course, Mike on the list, he at the top of the list for most people, and they want people to be there. They had they custom fit NBA suit jackets, and I think most of them was there. Either some people they couldn't make it, but it was a picture of Michael Jordan, I think at the some NASCAR race or something earlier that day, and there was a picture of Team Durant playing cards for money in the locker room, and out of nowhere, Michael Jordan pops up, and that is hilarious to me, because everybody know how Mike is, with the gambling. So that just had me cracking up. And another moment that was hilarious was the moment when they was calling out people's names, and I think they called Ray Allen.
Oh no!
And Ray Allen walked to LeBron, and PG and not PG, Paul Pierce and KG was right there, and they kind of ignored Ray Allen. And then I saw someone was like, "Man, this not they boy, this LeBron boy." LeBron basically broke up the big three. I guess it was kind of kept. I guess it's kind of kept because it was a picture later that came out. I think Paul Pierce posted it on IG of all three of them together, smiling. But that was hilarious. It was man, how y'all these grown men petty like this?
It could be that it wasn't like that. It couldn't be that it was all cap. It could be that after the fact, maybe after they were spending some time together, maybe because Paul Pierce, I think, is more amicable to trying to.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's.
I don't know why KG just holding on to that. Bro, that was
KG is
14 years ago.
One thing you can't say is he's not fake. He gonna tell you exactly. He ain't gonna put on a front about.
Right.
Yeah, he still holds that against Ray Allen.
But it's bruh, Rondo won a ring with LeBron. Ray Allen won one ring with LeBron. Y'all window.
But to him, yeah, but the context to him is completely different because Rondo went after they were like, they all were washed. Then Rondo left. Rondo got one when Rondo was kind of washed. But nah. LeBron, of course, has Ray Allen's forever going to be his boy because he hit arguably the greatest shot of all time.
Yeah, I think that shot was
actually. I don't think it's arguably
one of the most.
I think that is the greatest shot in NBA history. If you really think about it,
gotta be the most clutch.
It's got to be the biggest
what I've
shot
seen
because literally that is if you don't make that shot, series over, right?
They lose.
Like you can look at there's other great shots
unless they can get another rebound, which is unlikely.
I guess that's possible.
But nah, it's 5. It was 5 seconds left, and he had to make that to tie the game. So that was crazy.
Nah, man, that's like a unforgettable moment right there. The only other ones that are like really like memorable are like they're not even close. Like Kyrie's was great, but that game was already tied. So if Kyrie misses it, they don't lose the game off of it necessarily.
Still amazing clutch shots, but that Ray Allen one just rank up there. I remember watching that game, and I was just so nervous, dog. Like I was just so nervous. He hit that shot, and once the Heat won at OT, I knew they was gonna win Game 7. Like it was no doubt in my mind. No doubt.
You can kind of feel that. It's like one of those games where you felt like after the Spurs lost that game, it just felt like they weren't going to be like it was going to be like hard for them to come back from that.
Yeah, it was kind of deflating.
Yeah, because they kind of had they a lot of people forget. I mean, like they kind of choked that a little bit too because there was
free throws. Manu,
who missed the free throw too? Kawhi. Well, yeah, Manu missed. Kawhi missed the last one. Kawhi literally missed. A lot of people don't even realize Kawhi literally missed championship free throws. If he makes the free throw, they win the game. There's no way. Even Ray Allen's shot won't even matter. He missed what would have been a Tim Duncan 6 championship.
And another thing to think about, I guess Pop tried to match small ball or because he knew the Heat were going for threes. He did not have Tim Duncan on the floor. If Tim Duncan was on that floor, he grabs that rebound. Chris Bosh doesn't. So that's another thing to think about.
But it's
you would think, but
it was still a mistake to not have him out there. You got to have Duncan.
Yeah, that's like one of the best defensive players ever. You got to trust. You got to trust to have Duncan out there. But you know what? Hey. They came back that next year and smacked the Heat. So. Yeah.
But no, that was a great series.
I mean, yeah. So that's a wrap, really, for my All-Star thing. You pretty much covered it all. It was but it was pretty cool. I'm glad the All-Star game and some other funny stuff happened to kind of shy away from the dunk contest because that was a little tragic. But all right. So next up, we're gonna touch on the moves from the trade deadline. Also, pickups in the buyout market, how they could help teams.
Did you see like what Darius Garland has said about Rondo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like what he had told him. That to me was just like,
when he was talking about how he had the film session with him and nobody has ever had that.
This right here was just like that stood out to me right here when he told him how he brought him to the back of the bus and sat down and just like went over film with him, like immediately upon meeting him, basically. To me, that's something like when I think about the Rockets right now, that's the type of thing we need. We need a vet that actually like KPJ or Jalen Green. Like we don't have any vets on the team that actually could help a young player. It's constant young guys going out there just trying to do their thing. And to me, like this right here, just like that's exactly like what a team like the Rockets kind of needs, and they don't really have. And so that was kind of important to me how like he mentioned that.
I think Rondo, any team, especially like a contended team, would it's a smart move to pick him up as long as he isn't on the court. 'Cause he he can help you out a lot. Like off the ball, off the court. Like with IQ, just understanding the game, and I know that's gonna do some wonders for Darius Garland this season and season to come. But if Rondo out there, I feel like he thinks too much, and his body isn't the same as it once was before either. So Rondo, I think he definitely gonna be a coach in the future. But his playing days are pretty much a wrap.
Got the mentality for sure. The next real, I guess, notable trade after that was the Blazers.
Yeah.
They traded away basically two of, I guess, what last year was supposed to be two of their key pieces, but Norman Powell and Rocco Covington to the Clippers.
Yeah.
They got back Bledsoe, Justice Winslow, Keon Johnson, and a second-round pick from Detroit. The Clippers, I think, to me, I think that was a really good little pickup for them. Now, I think Covington's deal is going to end soon. But
yeah, I think that was definitely a good pickup too. Now they don't have it. They don't have PG and Kawhi right now. But
yeah, those two would have been perfect to have if they were both healthy, like Powell and Covington.
With Rocco out there, that's just another two-way guy who can stretch the floor. Norman Powell, he's a shooter, but he's a scorer too. Like people sleep on how he can get his own bucket.
Was huge in the playoffs for the Raptors in 2019.
Yeah, and
so many times.
You pairing that up with PG and Kawhi. Now, I was surprised when they actually traded. You're gonna get to that trade, but when they traded Serge Ibaka, but
now we can get to that one right now.
That was a little surprise to me. But I like that trade. They definitely got better. I don't know how it'll pay off for them this season because of PG and Kawhi both hurt. I don't know when either one of them coming back, to be honest. But
yeah, I don't really buy the rumors of Kawhi coming back this year. I just don't believe it.
Because he don't play about them knees,
right? He's gonna take all the time he needs.
We seen what happened. We seen what happened when somebody tried to rush him back from an injury. He would quit. They shipped him off to Canada. He'd rather go to Canada.
Yeah, you're not gonna pressure him into getting if he's not 120%.
He don't want to play. He ain't gonna play.
Exactly.
That's something you gonna have to deal with.
But yeah. What do you think about the Clippers trading Ibaka to the Bucks and getting Rodney Hood and Semi Ojeleye back?
I mean, for the Bucks, I think it's a good addition. They were missing some size because Brook Lopez has been out throughout the season, and
it sounds like he might not be back. Like there's been so much speculation. Like he
played the first game, and I haven't heard anything about him since. So, you pick up some more size, even though that last game I watched with the Bucks versus the 76ers, and Embiid killed them. He dropped 40 on them, but I mean, they still got some stuff to work through as far like chemistry wise, and but Ibaka can stretch the floor, give you a paint presence, make some black shots, and I like it. I mean, Semi Ojeleye and Rodney Hood weren't. I don't think those are pieces for the Bucks that will provide you any help raise the floor for you in the playoffs. And I think Serge Ibaka can, especially because he's played in the finals before twice, won a chip. He got some experience. He's a veteran, so I think that's a very good pickup.
Cavs. They got Karis LeVert. They traded away Ricky Rubio, tragically, tore his ACL this year. And he was playing great. To me, he was having the best year of his career. But they were missing. They were missing a guard. To me, when he came out there, especially the first 20 games this year, I thought he was one of their most important players as far as just controlling the game. He was great this year. But Karis LeVert.
Well, first, I love the trade for the Cavs because Rubio goes down and his contract is expiring. So it's it's just dead weight, like sitting on you. So if you can move that for anything productive, you win. And to get somebody like Karis LeVert who just an instant offense. He missed one of my parlays. He missed one of my parlays, but you know when he played the Lakers, he gonna go crazy in the fourth quarter, drop like 20 something. And I even saw when he played against my Bulls, he dropped 40. It was like right before he got traded, I think. So he's instant offense. I love his game. He gets through the pick and roll. He gets to his spot in the mid range. He can knock it down. He can get to the rim. He can hit free throws. He can hit a three off the dribble. I don't know about his catch and shoot threes, but he just instant offense. He also played with Jerry Allen in Brooklyn. So they have a little bit of chemistry together. I want to see how he works with Darius Garland. Right now they got him coming off the bench as like in a 6-man role. Maybe he'll end up starting if he can compete better defensively or something. But yeah, I like the trade for them.
No, that was a really nice pickup for them.
They definitely improve. It don't put them in a championship window.
No, but it does make the Eastern Conference a lot more interesting.
It does make it interesting because Karis LeVert, I feel like he's one of those guys who can. I think he can like win you a playoff game, one game. Like you can be like, this dude
get hot and like
he can get hot,
swing the game,
and turn the tide of a game, and you'll end up winning. So yeah, they was just sitting on the dead weight of Ricky Rubio, and they may even bring Rubio back. Since his contract is expiring, so it's like
All right, so CJ McCollum, part of a backcourt duo for a long time with Dame Lillard, now gone to the Pelicans, as well as Larry Nance Jr. and Tony Snell for Josh Hart, Satoransky, Nikhil Alexander Walker, and a bunch of like second round picks as well.
Nikhil got rerouted to Utah in that trade too.
This deal really is about. It's all about CJ McCollum. Like, what do you like?
And well, actually, my first thought when I saw this trade, it was I kind of thought this when I saw the trade with the Clippers. My first thought when I saw this trade, they blown it up because, like, how are you trying to rebuild with Dame? And they already a team that's not a big market. The worst place to be is like when you record-wise, it's in the middle because you can barely make the playoffs. And you're gonna be
you can't get any like high draft picks,
and then you won't get a high draft pick. So and you got a superstar right here. You traded away the best player he's had for years. Like for I want to say scraps because I love Josh Hart even when he was with the Lakers, but he's not CJ McCollum. And these dudes, they've been together for years. They like close friends. And I was like, you know what? They blowing it up. But they saying they not. But we see the writing on the wall. But for the Pelicans, I like this deal. I used to watch Pelicans games a lot last year, not so many this year. But
Ingram is your boy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ingram my boy, Lonzo my boy too. So that's probably why I ain't been watching them as much. But yeah, they definitely improved some of their guard play because they had ever since they got rid of Lonzo, their guard play kind of ain't been great. And CJ, he doesn't really give them much defensively, but he definitely can help take some pressure off Brandon Ingram.
Since he's been there, he's
scoring the ball.
He played 5 games.
Yeah, I think like his first game against Miami wasn't great, but other than that, he been getting buckets. And I don't think they've been winning much, but that could be like a chemistry issue. But you hope to have CJ out there with Ingram and Zion. And
oh my God,
I definitely think coming up next season, if Zion is there, they will for sure be a playoff team. Like, no, I don't even because I actually like Willie Green as a coach too, but I think they for sure be a playoff team and not even on no play-in tournament type thing. I think they'll be like a top 6. But and I think other things will play out. Other teams may, because I don't know. I think some other things may happen with other teams, so they'll like fall out. But I think they'll be better if they can make the right moves and keep other people. But yeah, picking up CJ, that definitely takes some pressure off Ingram, and they just got to get Big Z back.
The Kings trading Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, and Tristan Thompson for Domantas Sabonis, Justin Holiday, and Jeremy Lamb. What are your thoughts on this trade? What do you think about the Kings giving away probably their best guard prospect in I don't know how long? I mean, De'Aaron Fox has been good, but if you just look at like how Halliburton's been playing since he's gotten there, he's clearly their most efficient player. It's not even close. He's putting up like numbers like I don't think anybody like at that point, like any guard at that point in the career has been as efficient as him.
Yeah, there was a stat. I may be misquoting it, but they said guards that average, I think at his age or something like that, it was like 14 points, like 7 assists, and like 40% from 3. And the only person that did that was Tyrese. And
yeah, it's so he's at what 14, 7 assists, and 40% from the 40% from 3. Yeah, so it's only him.
Mm-hmm. And
14,
it was
7,
just
and 40%
like,
from 3.
And when I saw that trade, I was like shocked because
I was shocked.
He's such a great prospect. I'm not saying he isn't tradable, but if you're gonna trade a prospect that great, you gotta bring back somebody who is gonna, like, if you were to trade Tyrese, bring back somebody like, I'm just thinking of a name, like bring back somebody like, and I'm not saying they don't have to be as good as Tyrese, but what something Tyrese can develop into, you got to bring back somebody like an all-star, like a.
Now,
I mean, Sabonis
to me,
was an all-star.
So at first,
but
I was like,
somebody that's gonna make you competitive. That's what I'm saying. And like you giving up on somebody this young, why? Why? He wanted to be there. He was a lottery pick, so his contract wasn't just something you just had to move. He had like at least like 2 more deals remaining. I'm not sure what the rush was for. Maybe they want to sell some tickets by getting Sabonis. I don't know, but
to me, the only thing I could think of
I did
is,
not like that for Sacramento.
Yeah, at first I thought it was terrible. As I think about it more, I'm thinking like, and it still probably is a mistake, but we're gonna see how it plays out. But I think that they were thinking more along the lines of what would be a better fit, trying to go forward and win with De'Aaron Fox, because I think that they probably would have rather traded De'Aaron Fox and probably kept Halliburton, but they couldn't do that because De'Aaron Fox's contract is massive, and they were like, so they wanted to pair somebody with them, and probably on paper, Sabonis is probably a better complementary player to De'Aaron Fox. Like they could be a combo, and it would make more sense. While Tyrese Halliburton probably kind of take away from each other a little bit. And like if you're trying to think of like if you're going to build around them, it wouldn't really work. That's the only thought I could really think to give that is like, yeah, I mean in theory, yeah, you could say that like Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox, that could be your duo that you want to try and build around. That duo ain't gonna win anything. Maybe they might make a playoff run. Maybe
that's what. But but that's why I said somebody you trade a great prospect like that, you got to get somebody back that's gonna like help you be competitive.
Yeah,
like
the
when
only thing I think of is that they might get the play. They might get a play. Not this year, probably not. Nah, they ain't gonna make this. But like
They're
they
not
might
too
make a
far out,
playoff
but-
run. Yeah, they might make a
We'll see.
playoff run maybe next year with those two. It's possible, but that's like that's really what they were that's really what they angled for. Is just like try and make the playoffs basically, which is kind of sad. But I guess because they ain't made it in like what 20 years.
That's
or
what
some
it's
shit?
about. Sacramento. I want to make the playoffs. Playoffs.
When's the last
You
time the
trade
Kings made the playoffs? Do you remember?
You trade Tyrese Halliburton just for you to make the playoffs. That dude was gonna rebuild your city